We talk a lot about being creative and improvising when you're practicing. But what does that mean? What happens in the practice room anyway? I thought I would share some color commentary of a practice session of mine where I'm working on my rolls. Happy practicing!
All right, recording myself practicing my rolls. This is my first time practicing after a little while off. I'm just trying some long rolls here. I'm looking at the Delécluse method book, so I'm experimenting a little bit with that. What I noticed in my technique is that my left hand wrist was moving a lot more than my right hand wrist. And then this little gap in my left hand was kind of frustrating me because it meant that there was more muscle tension in my first finger than in my second finger, and it was kind of bothering me a little bit. Okay, now I'm working on something where I'm trying to support the roll more with my middle finger and the back of my wrist than just the first finger. So what I'm hearing is that my left hand buzz is a little bit less buzzy than my right hand. I'm trying to do triple strokes, but it's clearly not working very well. To be honest, I don't know what I'm doing now other than just kind of mindlessly repeating one of the exercises. So let's see if I pick it up soon. This is one of the exercises from the Delécluse method book. So here I'm trying to correct a little bit by using my arm a little bit more with my left hand and trying not to bend my left wrist too much because my right wrist is not doing that. Notice that I'm not really playing any exercises. I'm just trying to mess around and diagnose things. Trying some long rolls here. See how bouncy I can get it. So now I'm trying another one of the exercises, and I'm sort of improvising around it just to test the sort of smoothness of my roll. So I'm hearing that the left hand buzz again is a little bit thinner and comes a little bit late. So how long before I get it together and just isolate the buzz? Let's see. So you can see here my left hand is kind of over flexing, which is a little bit of a problem. So now I'm trying to isolate that. I must have heard it too. So I'm isolating my left hand triple strokes. So when I'm doing it now, it actually looks a lot better, doesn't it? That's cleaner, but the left hand is still a little bit swingy. It's coming a little bit late. Now I'm watching myself in the mirror. And now the left hand is not really doing 3 even strokes. It's like 2 even and 1 softer. And I'm kind of bummed with how my first finger, which is, I try not to get involved too much, is kind of doing a little bit too much now, which leads to some tension. So that's a little bit better, but I'm hearing a pitch difference between my hands, and I don't think it's the sticks. I think it's coming from unequal pressure between my hands and unequal flexion in the wrist and the arm, so I must have heard it because it sounds like I'm trying to work on that now too by eliminating that gap. All right, more mute apparently. Okay, with the mute, I'm hearing more difference in timbre and pitch between my hands. So I'm hearing wah 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 between the hands. So it sounds like my right hand is actually pressing a different amount than my left hand. In fact, my right pinky is sticking out. It's not a tea party. Okay, now I'm going between doubles and triples, so I must have thought that I needed to work on isolating my arm, then isolating my wrist. So now I'm doing triple strokes. Now a little bit faster. That actually is probably the best sounding roll I've played so far. Oh, wait, no, now it sounds bad. So I'm playing around on the drum head, just trying to feel it. Okay, that's good. That almost stuttery feeling in my left elbow, that's actually better. Now I'm testing it by changing dynamics to see if my grip changes by accident. Okay, I hear whoa, 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 whoa. So now as I'm improvising, I'm trying to figure out ways to work on this without it getting out of control. I mess around with this for another few seconds, but I'm just gonna cut to the next part. The roll is still frustrating me, so I've removed some of the notes and just worked on the roll alone. Okay, the snares have entered the chat. I think I probably turned the snares on because I was frustrated at how I sounded, and sometimes the snares sort of smooth me over. Good, that's better. So other thing I'm shooting for is that the pitch of the drum when I'm rolling is not substantially different than the pitch of the drum when I'm hitting, so I'm not pressing too much when I roll. That's better. Even though it does sound a little bit stiff, that part is easy to fix. All right, now I'm iterating at different dynamics to see if the smoothness of the triple strokes It's still there. Okay, I'm moving on to something loud because I wanted to test my work previously to see if this wrist flexion could be already fixed. Okay, getting softer, I can see that my grip and my wrist is changing a little bit, so that kind of sucks. Oh, guess I'm done.
Want more snare drum? I have a 10-day challenge on my YouTube channel where I tackle some essential techniques in creative ways. 5 minutes a day.